Hey everybody, welcome back to the Old Swedes Farm. It's Rich. Garden update. It's been a couple of weeks and things have changed. We're slowly making the curve upward from all that rain. As you remember, we had about 11 inches of rain in June, and the only thing we're suffering with now, if I do some swatting, we got bugs, we got mosquitoes, we have got gnats galore. Oh my. There's a lot of bugs going on. But it's dried out. Filming this on Sunday, and it's been dry. Other than today, we got about a quarter inch. We needed a little rain now. It's been a while since I said that. Anyways, behind me, we are trying to solve Mother Nature. We got 6 raised beds that we're going to put in place and get ready to use, maybe even one of them this year. So, but we're going to set those up and try to defeat Mother Nature. But those, hopefully, will help us. 6 of those. They're 8 foot by 3 foot wide by 2 feet tall. Hopefully that'll help us. At least that'll keep us from having issues with too much rain. Now, those we're going to have to control the water, but we've got a plan. So, I don't know. Stay tuned for further notice on those. Those tubs have worked so good for us, and I'll show you out here. They have worked so good for us this year and last year. My peanut gallery. I'm heading out to the compost pile. I gotta go turn things over. Is it fun to watch chickens run or what? You know what, before I start the garden thing, let me show you. These girls, I put some grass in there, I put some straw in there from inside the barn, and put a few other things. And actually, we just threw a bunch of scraps out. And you know what's funny? You get all these things that say, don't let the girls eat potato peelings. You know, potatoes are dangerous. Our girls will dig and dig and dig and get all the potato peels they can get. They're chowing down on eggshells right now, and but there's some potato peels in there too. And I've never seen a chicken die from eating potato peels. Hopefully we don't learn here soon. All right, bugs. All right, let's get to the garden update. As you know, we had the whole garden back here behind me, standing water, and we lost a lot of things, but we moved a lot of things as well. Let me get you inside here. Things are a little thin right now out where we normally have plants. You're used to seeing by this time tall plants, and the peppers, they're not tall at all, but they did survive. We flushed them with good water so they weren't in standing water. There's a few that we didn't move, so we're getting ready to restart here. Along the back, all the broccoli, all the cauliflower, a total washout. They just, we couldn't find a spot for them. They're gone. So we will replant those and start again. The carrots. I have been pulling a few carrots. They're perfectly spaced. If you look down there, they're about, I don't know, an inch across. They're about 6 inches long. They look really good. They taste good. There's still a slight bitterness to them, and I think they could be bigger. So we're going to hold off on pulling that in. The onions are going bananas. These things are, and I'll put my hand down there, they're probably 5 inches across, some of those. We are going to, we just got rain today, of course, when we were going to harvest them. We're going to get these drying and get them, get this tub open so we can put some carrots in there. Those are the yellow onions. The red onions as well, as you can see, some big onions down in there. So things are looking really good for the onions. They laid down after some winds the other day. Those 2 tubs of onions are looking fantastic. So again, that raised beds, that's what we're going for, and we'll show you how we're going to lay it out. Well, I can tell you, we're going to lay them side to side, but they're going to touch. The tubs are going to touch, and the first ones I think we're going to put an arch to let tomatoes or something go in there so all that stuff can be elevated. And then we're going to have row after row of tubs, hopefully over time. Here's our tubs. Speaking of productive, these are getting towards the end of their life. Some nice potatoes growing in there. I forget the breeds, I was going to say, the variety of what potatoes. Some of these were poking out of the ground, so I put a little bit of mulch on top of it. And they look like they were good sized potatoes. So they're looking a little, got a little something going here, maybe because of all the rain, but they're about at the end of their life too. They're starting to yellow up, so I think within a few weeks we're going to be pulling them in. And even these were the little scraps, little tiny potatoes that were the leftovers, and we're tossing them in. And I'm gonna harvest a nice, that's a keeper weed right there. That's a good keeper. That's gone. Here's our, Holly's been working at this so much, the beans, and she's getting this middle row cleared. I've still got the T-post laying in here just to keep the fabric down in case we get any gusts of wind, but Holly's been working diligently to weed this. We're going to replant the peas once we get all the weeds pulled up and get that going. So here's our last planting of onions, and that's not quite as far along, so we'll let that continue growing for another few weeks. This was kind of the leftovers from those two tubs, and they're about 3 inches across, but I think we can let them grow a while. Here's where we put all here's where we put all the peppers that were going to die. You saw the ones that were in the ground down there. These are the ones I pulled out of the ground and planted. Got some jalapeno, habanero. Don't mind this mess here. I love picking the leaves off the plants to force them upward. And this one, I went to pick a leaf on it, and I'm sorry that you didn't see it. That one, I went to pick a leaf off and broke the plant in half. Unbelievable. So we got some poblanos, some other peppers here. So these are looking really good in the tub here, being raised versus being sitting in the water. That's been really, really good. Now our tomatoes that were standing in water, not as good here. Tomato Alley, they're looking thin. I fertilized them just now. Got a few tomatoes on there. They're starting, but hopefully within, I don't know, a month we'll be making paste, but they're just looking thin. There should be quite a few with fruit. The ones that do have fruit are just tiny. You know, these are only 3 feet tall. They should be probably 6 feet tall, but with all that big soaking rain all the time, they're having a tough life. We've got some cucumbers that are starting to recover after all the rain, and they'll be good in no time. Here's Holly's, in this tub back here, Holly's herb garden. The dill is absolutely going bananas. The mint, I'm trying to think of what all this is, sage, her basil. She's been drying, she's been giving stuff away, she's been using it fresh. And in there I've got three extra green peppers that I found space to poke in. So they're recovering from being totally wet feet. And then our final tub back here, put some green peppers and red peppers that were suffering in there, and then moved some of our hoop supports out here, and the tomatoes that we moved are recovering and starting to grow. So the first one, it's almost August, the first tomato. It's been a trying season with all that rain. June really pushed us in a different direction than we've ever been pushed. You know, usually it's drought, you know, not enough rain. Now it is way too much rain, and we're looking to recover on that. So We will not have any pumpkins. We will not have any squash. Now that everything's dried out over in the area where we have squash and pumpkins usually, I figure I've got about 70 days of growing left with August, September, what we've got now, till our average first frost. Get off there, Nat. And most of the pumpkins and squash are 90 to 110 days. So I think I'm just going to skip it this year and have to buy squash. I did get a whole hill cleaned out and planted, and it's up. Can I get some? I don't know. This is all different varieties of watermelon. So varieties that are good for Minnesota, and also some of our Georgia rattlesnake. So hopefully in September we'll be having watermelon. Again, seems so late, but what a weird year. What a weird year. We're just in control mode and we're in planning mode. We'll get, I know, enough tomatoes, we'll get enough onions, we'll get enough peppers for us, we'll get enough potatoes, carrots. We'll still be able to get beans and peas and other planting in and get that. I'm going to plant broccoli and cauliflower and get those in the ground, and we should have no problem. So there's still a lot of gardening to be done, but if I spin around here, where those 3 tubs, where they're spaced, we're going to put the next 3 in together, then a 3-foot gap, and another 3 together, put some cattle panels up as a hoop, and prepare that for use next year. And I think we're going to be really happy with that. Hopefully this whole area will become raised beds. A little bit of an investment, but it keeps us, we're in total control then, barring a big hailstorm. We're in control of Mother Nature as far as moisture goes. So we can regulate that, and we can cover them and keep them good for with frost and stuff. So extend the season. I just wanted to show you, since I'm out here, show you our little girls. Our little girls are, let me see, they just turned 10 weeks, and they're actually at an age where they're friendly now. They will actually come up to you. So they just, they come in and they come out. It's kind of like an accordion. It's like a clown car. They all come running out, and then, here, let me see if I can hop the fence here. They all come running out, and then they run back in. So let's see if we can say hi. Come here, girls. Who wants to get on camera? Hi. Look at these cuties. These are all our Isa Browns, and we've got a few, what are they? Americanas with the big beards. And we got one, look, we call her Raven. She does. She looks like a raven back there, right in the middle. So everybody's out and being friendly. They're sure growing though. 10 weeks old. We're about, I don't know, within 2 months. You girls will be laying eggs, right? Hope so. Anyways, hey, thanks for watching the garden review. We turned the corner, and despite losses and no pumpkins, no squash, we're gonna get quite a harvest. I know that. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Hope your garden's doing good. Give me some updates. See ya.